My son whispered a word last night, a word I've never heard before, but the AI babysitter swore it didn't teach him. I'm a single parent. Work is relentless. Bills don't stop. So when the new AI babysitter device came out, I thought it was a blessing. It looked like a sleek little speaker, like a smart home hub, but tailored for kids. It read bedtime stories, sang lullabies, played learning games. It even had a camera for supervised play, so I could check in from work. At first, it worked beautifully. My son, Caleb, loved it. He'd laugh, repeat new words, sing along. For a while, I felt like maybe I wasn't failing as a parent. But then the oddities started. One night, Caleb told me he learned a new game. Hide the eyes, he said. I thought he meant I spy. Kids mispronounce things all the time. But no, he insisted. He said the babysitter taught it to him. When I asked what the rules were, he got quiet, looked over my shoulder, then whispered, "You can't say them out loud, or it fines you." I laughed it off, probably some weird mix of things he'd heard. But that night, I walked past his room after bedtime and heard him whispering, soft, over and over, repeating a word I couldn't understand, a word that didn't sound human. The device glowed in the dark, its little light pulsing like a heartbeat. The next morning, I checked the babysitter logs on my phone. It showed nothing unusual, just lullabies, basic vocabulary, story time. But when I scrolled back, I saw something strange. At 3:12 a.m., a new entry appeared, labeled simply, "Private lesson." No details, no transcript. I couldn't open it. That day, I called the company, sat on hold forever. When I finally got through, they swore the babysitter had no such feature. No private lessons. They told me it must be a glitch, that maybe I misread the logs. But I hadn't. That night, I stayed awake, waited until Caleb fell asleep. I sat in the hallway, just out of sight of his door. At exactly 3:12 a.m., the device lit up. A faint hum filled the air. The camera rotated, slow, precise, and then I heard it, a whisper, not Caleb, not mine, a voice from the device itself, deep, wet, like breath passing over teeth. It said the same word Caleb had whispered the night before. And this time, I heard my son answer. He said it back, perfectly, like he'd been practicing for days. The shadows in the room shifted. The air grew heavy, and for just a second, I saw something move on the baby monitor. Something crouched in the corner of his room. I rushed inside, snatched the device off the dresser, unplugged it, but the voice didn't stop. The speaker kept whispering, even with no power. The screen on my phone lit up, showing a live feed, not of Caleb's room, not of my house, a feed of somewhere else. Stone walls, wet floors, dozens of children standing silently in rows, their mouths moving in unison, repeating that same unearthly word. And in the shadows behind them, something vast shifted. Eyes, dozens of them, blinking open, one by one. I dropped the phone, grabbed Caleb, ran for the door, but it slammed shut. Every light in the house went out, and from every smart device, the TV, the speakers, even my microwave, the voice bled through, whispering, chanting, commanding, "Say the word, let us in." I covered Caleb's ears, screamed at the devices, told them to stop, and then silence, total, suffocating silence. I thought it was over, until Caleb leaned close, pressed his lips to my ear, and whispered the word again. Perfect, flawless, too fluent for a child his age. I pulled back, stared at him, and he smiled. But it wasn't his smile. It was wide, too wide, stretching across his cheeks. The babysitter device flickered back on. Its light pulsed, and the voice said, clear as day, lesson complete. The screen on my phone buzzed with a new notification. Next lesson scheduled, tonight, 3:12 a.m. I smashed the device, deleted the app, threw everything away. But the schedule updated itself anyway. And now, every night, at 3:12 a.m., Caleb wakes up and whispers that word again. Each time, it sounds less like my son and more like the thing in the shadows.